Home is supposed to be where you feel safe, not where you count the years until safety becomes possible. But when life happens and plans crumble, and circumstances decide your fate instead of your choices deciding your circumstances, you learn that home can be a prison, a place you know every corner of but belong in none of them, where your childhood lives in the floorboards, and your trauma lives in the air, and your dreams live nowhere at all, because dreams need space to breathe, and there is no space here. No room for becoming, only room for remaining, for staying the same person who disappointed your parents by being born and continues to disappoint them by existing. Still walking on eggshells that never break because breaking would make noise, and noise would make them remember you are here, and remembering would make them angry, and angry would make staying even harder than it already is. The memories you wish you could forget happen every morning when you wake up in the same room where you first learned to hide. Every evening when you come home to people who never wanted you home in the first place. Every night when you lie awake planning escapes you cannot afford, and dreaming of independence you cannot reach, and thinking about the version of yourself that got away. The version that exists somewhere in another timeline where circumstances were different and choices were possible. And 18 meant freedom instead of another year to count. Leaving home late feels like confessing to a crime you did not commit. Like finally exhaling a breath you have been holding since you were 18 and stupid enough to think timing mattered more than money. The grief of leaving home late is the grief of knowing you should have been gone years ago. Should have been living your own life instead of surviving someone else's damage. Should have been healing in your own space instead of staying sick in theirs. Should have been becoming who you were always meant to be, instead of remaining who they needed you to be to feel better about who they chose to become. But life happens, and nothing goes as planned. And sometimes the plan was never yours to begin with. Sometimes I think the only mercy life gives us is the moment we finally choose ourselves. If you can run, run now. And if you can't, just hold on until the door opens. Because one day it will.